Welcome to another edition of Swim Easy Speed. Today we're going to look at, this was a user on Reddit on the triathlon forum, was asking for some help with his stroke. And I thought it was a good opportunity to talk about, technique and then training and how they kind of go together. So when we look at this guy, in all honesty, he's got a pretty decent stroke. There's some issues like you can see right there when he did that. You can see those feet just come way apart. So anytime the feet come apart like that, it's always an indication of a lot of instability. It's probably because you can see it looks like, from this angle, there's a lot of rotation onto his side, which is going to cause a lot of instability. And that's why we want to get multiple views or multiple angles on the video to see exactly what we're dealing with. But you can see, we're looking at his elbow right there, and then the feet come way apart. That's a pretty clear sign that there's a lot of instability in the stroke. The second thing that we get is here. If we look here, you can see that both goggles are clearly kind of out of the water. And again, that's going to cause some instability. And it's one of those things that, we really want to work on. You can see this time, his feet do more of a vertical kind of scissor kick instead of that horizontal that we saw before. Either way, it's just indicating a lot of instability. Now, the thing that he does have going for him is, he's driving pretty much the whole stroke straight forward, and he keeps this really straight line down the middle of his back, which is good. The video is kind of at a bit of a wonky angle, but it looks like for the most part he's driving this pretty straightforward. You can probably come in or come out just a little bit. And then when we go on this side, you can see that's driving pretty straightforward there. This is probably his best stroke right there. But then he rotates, and you can see kind of that mess that ensues right there. And then the other thing is it looks like his left enters a little bit short compared to, his right gets a little bit more extension out there before he goes in. So you'd really want to focus on trying to finish the stroke a little bit more on that left side. You can see it's a little bit, it's probably because he's turning his hand to the side there as it enters the water instead of, driving that propulsion straight back. He's kind of just killing it. And then it looks like on the right, it's a little bit better. You can see kind of the palm there. So, he's driving that stroke straight back. And yeah, that would be the big things that he'd want to work on. But, more than anything, if we back this up and go kind of at normal speed, what you can see is he looks a little bit hesitant. Things don't exactly look that fluid. It looks like someone that's just beginning, that's just starting out. And, that's the one thing that you want to ask yourself. How do I get better? What do I need to improve upon? And it really comes down to this. You just got to get in and swim more. You're going to make mistakes. It's okay. As long as you think about, just staying really long on the water. It's okay. You'll get better. Is it going to be as quickly as possible? Is it good to get swim analysis, stroke work with a coach that knows what they're doing? Absolutely. One of the things that he could do that's going to help with the strength and conditioning that he needs to get to the stroke would be swim with some drag socks. You can see kind of how much pressure it puts on the entire chain up and down your body. So that's what we want to think about. But as always, thank you for tuning in. Please like, share, comment, subscribe, and I hope to see you in the pool soon.